So if you are right now really wondering, okay, I like doing art, I even like doing a little bit of calligraphy, this is something for me. Well, that could maybe why you would want to become a graphic artist, to actually test out if this is something that you actually want to do. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now my goal is at the end of this video is to show you guys the basics of how to become a graphic artist working from home. Now this is actually part of a 5-day series where I'm covering the top 5 basic online jobs that you can start right now even if you have no experience and no skills at all. So if you haven't already, you guys can check out this whole playlist right here. So you can find out how to become a virtual assistant, a writer, a transcriber, a video editor, and of course for today, how to become a graphic artist. Now, if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lacaba. I am the virtual ate. I've been working from home since I was 15 years old, and I actually became a graphic artist around the time I was 17. So again, even you're a teen, you're a student, you have no idea at all what you want to do. Becoming a graphic artist is actually a skill that can seem scary, but if you're really interested in learning, make sure to watch this whole video because I'll go through step by step on the basics of how to become a graphic artist. Now, if you guys haven't already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home. Now, to cover the basics, the first thing I'm gonna go through is basically what is a graphic artist. So a graphic artist is anyone who is going to be paid to create some sort of graphic. So what is a graphic? So you guys, I chose this background very specifically for today because I have a lot of like little posters on here that I'll show you a little bit what a graphic artist is if you have no idea. So a graphic artist is of course someone who creates art, as you guys can see from the different posters I have. I even have this postcard that my brother made. So basically when you're a graphic artist, you create just digital art. You create digital art for people, and there's a wide range for depending on where you're at with your skill. Now, a tool I'm going to mention a lot in this video is called Canva, and you guys can check out with the link below if you want to check it out if you've never heard of it before. But basically, Canva is a great beginner place to get started if you want to become a graphic artist because it does already have templates that you can use. Now, as a graphic artist, one of the tasks they'll be doing is you could be creating, social media graphics, you could be making book covers, you could be creating postcards like these, you could be helping design an actual website. So it's a huge range because it's anything that showcases something. You're actually putting into life, you're helping business owners basically put into an actual vision that other people can see what it is that they do, whether it's a product or a service. So the next basics is, why do you want to become a graphic artist? Well, when you're a graphic artist, if you're already someone who loves creating art, if you're already someone who likes drawing a little bit, if you're already someone who likes creating your own banners, something you've already been doing, then that's a big reason why you want to go into this. Plus, there's a lot of things that you can learn from becoming a graphic artist. Later on, it's going to be easy for you to just manipulate things and make them seem weird or add green screen or add effects, because these are the opportunities that you can get as a graphic artist. Another reason why is it's easy to pick up, again, if you are already kind of into it, if you're already kind of naturally inclined into doing it. So again, as an example, my brother is someone who actually graduated as an architect, and he kind of easily evolved into becoming a graphic artist because it was already something that he enjoyed doing. So if you are right now really wondering, okay, I like doing art, I even like doing a little bit of calligraphy, this is something for me. Well, that could maybe why you would want to become a graphic artist, to actually test out if this is something that you actually want to do. The next question I'm going to answer is, who will actually hire a graphic artist? Well, as you might have guessed, almost all business owners need this because they need someone to turn whatever it is in their heads, whatever vision that they have, into a reality that other people will want to buy or purchase from them. So as an example, authors. Right off the bat, this cover, and I haven't read this book yet, I just bought this, so it says new book smell. But basically, because I'm a bookworm, I can appreciate art like this. So these are the people that you can work with. You can also work with people who are into creating physical products, like the maps that I have behind me. Basically, this is from Daydream Republic, and if you guys want this, I have a link below that you can get a discount for this. But basically, that's another customer for you. People who want to create a physical product, who can't really draw themselves or can't really create themselves, they will need you to help translate what they have in their heads into reality. Basically, any business owner who's getting started with their branding, getting started with their website, with their logo, as simple as their logo, which is essential for when they're starting out a business for people to know their brand, they will need to hire you as a graphic artist. Of course, naturally, there's jobs like working at a print shop or working at a place where they sell digital art. It can work for them. But if you really want to just get started on your own, you want to pick out a niche. Now, again, talking about niche, and you guys can check out this video on how to pick your niche. But basically, I really recommend that you pick something that you already like, that you're already some kind of just knowledgeable about it. For example, again, if you're a bookworm, you can start with making book covers. If you're someone who really likes seeing those social media posts, basically inspirational, motivational quotes, you can start from there. You can really start with where you're at and then start building yourself up. You don't have to scratch all of the other skills that you currently have. Start with what you have, start with what you're currently interested in, and start building yourself up with that. Because then it's going to be easier for you to pick out who you're going to be working for. Again, there's a wide array of choices for you of who you want to work with, but to start with, to really get you just, over that hump and get started working from home, is just pick a niche, pick one kind of person that you kind of want to work for, and then, start working for them and start applying for jobs that way. So of course, then the next thing is, how do you become a graphic artist? How do you get started becoming someone who gets paid to create art? If you're currently already someone who likes creating art for free, how do you get paid doing it? So the first thing that I always recommend is look at your goals, because again, everything starts with your goals wherever you want to get started with your life. I've mentioned this in so many other videos before, but it's really important that you start with a goal, because people have different goals and this will hit different people. So for example, let's say your goal is you do want to have a 40-hour work week and then weekends you don't do anything. That could be something for you. Or you want to be the person who's just working 4 hours a day, but it's 7 days a week. Again, that's for you. So you have to kind of plan out, if I was a graphic artist, if I've been doing this for a year, what would my life look like if I was already doing this for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? And you go with that so you can backtrack and see, okay, this is what I'm going to do now so I can get there. The next thing, which I already mentioned, is picking out your skill and your niche. Now, when it comes to your skill, again, there's different types of graphics out there, but if you're really starting out from scratch, that's why I recommend Canva, because there's already templates that you guys can look at, that you guys can remodel and make your own, because it is a template that you can use. Or you can go right away through Photoshop on all of the high techy stuff I'm not even really good at, then you can start there. You have to start with where you're at and then build yourself from there. When it comes to your skills, now with your niche, again, find something that you already like right now. What is something you're interested in? What are the YouTube channels that you're subscribed to? What is something that you like seeing on your Instagram or your Facebook? Start from there, because then you'll be surprised how easy it would be for you to create art. Because of course, you don't want to target people that you have no idea what their industry or their niche is about. You want to start with where you're at, because it's so much easier to sell yourself as a graphic artist if you are specific to a niche. Let's say I'll just say, oh, I'm a graphic artist who creates art for whoever who wants it. Versus I'll say, I am someone who creates very eye-catching book covers, so it'll sell to paranormal romance readers. You will like this other person because they're more specific. They actually know what they're doing. So that's why you really want to niche down. Next is I really recommend that you guys study. You guys try to learn as much as you can about graphic design and practice as much as you can about graphic design, because then it's easier for you to know, like, don't put primary colors on top of each other, make sure fonts are actually visible, don't cover any text with images. Basic things like that are things that you need to know as you start getting into. Like I said, Canva actually also has a design school that you guys can go into, and I'll link that below to get yourself started. But there's a ton of free resources out there that you guys can study, that you guys can watch just to get yourself started, because then as you practice, you actually start creating your portfolio. So that's the next thing that you will need to build as a graphic artist. So right now, you probably already have some sort of art that you've created before that you might have just posted on your Instagram or your Facebook or even Pinterest. You want to grab those and put them in one place. Now, I've already created a video on how to build your online portfolio, but basically for this, you just want to pick a platform where you want to put it. So it could be Instagram. My brother, again, referencing my brother a lot because he is a graphic artist. My brother has all of his art inside of a art Instagram that he has. You can put it on Pinterest, maybe you can just have it all on your Facebook, but basically just have one page that you can then show to potential employers where you are at. You can also use tools like Google Drive to just store all of your art, everything that you have done. So again, it's easier for you to show employers that you've actually done this. That's why I really recommend that you practice, even if it's work that no one has paid paid you to do, you can still add that into your portfolio. My first parts of my portfolio was just banners for my own website, was banners that I created as quotes from my blog articles. So you can literally just start with what you like doing, keep improving, and then add that into your portfolio. And then of course, you're gonna get to the point where someone will actually pay you to do it. The next thing is then you want to, of course, market yourself. You want to make sure that other people know what it is that you're doing. So that goes with your branding. So it's making sure that your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, everywhere else that you post, it says that you're a graphic artist for this niche. You want to make sure that people know what you do so they can commend you. When you start applying for jobs, those employers can research you and see your artwork or your branding on your Facebook or your Instagram or LinkedIn. So it's making sure that's all synced. It's making sure, of course, because you are a graphic artist, that they're all visual, that they look right, that they look pretty. That's why you want to make sure that your resume, for example, matches someone who is a graphic artist. Any links that you give to your potential employer matches, again, becoming a graphic artist. You want to make sure that's all synced. And again, don't get stuck into perfection. That's why the next step is to apply for jobs. That is the next step. Again, you don't want to get stuck in just becoming someone who is, waiting forever, waiting for perfection, waiting for the next step. Just go out and apply. There's a lot of different places that you can go. There's a place called 99 Designs where you can apply as a graphic artist. There's a place called FreeUp where you can also apply as a graphic artist. Of course, I always recommend Onlinejobs.ph for Filipinos, because if you just search literally graphic design or graphic artist into the search bar, there's a ton of people looking for you. Another place that you can start looking if you're really wanting to just jump into becoming a graphic artist is Facebook groups. Add yourself in a couple of Facebook groups of the people that you're targeting, of your niche, and you'll be surprised how many people, and I'm a part of a lot of Facebook groups. Per week, there's like at least 3 to 5 people in different groups that I see posting looking for a graphic artist. So you just have to keep an eye out for those. Don't market yourself. Don't say, hey, I'm a graphic artist who wants to hire me. That is bad practice. Just look for people who are already looking for you, so it's easier for you to market yourself, because that person is already ready to pay you anyway. And of course, lastly, on how to become a graphic artist, it's to always consistently upgrade your skills. I already said this earlier, but even if you already have a job, keep practicing, keep seeing what could be something new that you could be doing, what could be something new that you're bringing to the table. I'm still doing my own graphics a lot of the time, like my thumbnail, my posts on Instagram, but you have to keep experimenting. You have to keep seeing, you have to keep pushing your own boundaries so you know what else you're capable of. Now, if you're someone who wants to become a graphic artist, make sure to comment below. You guys can also link any of your Instagram links or your Pinterest links, wherever it is for your portfolio, and I'd love to check it out. I try to reply to every single comment that I get, so make sure to let me know below. And also leave me a like if you like this video so that it reaches more people, because that does help my channel. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday. And of course, you guys can check out these other 2 videos right here, these other 2 videos in the series. If you want to become a writer or a virtual assistant, you can check out those 2 videos. And again, I will link all the past videos that I've done here and also in the description below, so you guys can check it out. And I hope you guys have an awesome day, and remember that small steps matters. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!